Hello everyone, welcome to today's talk about staying healthy and happy as we age. Today we're diving into a super important topic. 5 things elderly people should avoid doing after age 60, 70 and 80. Aging is a natural part of life, and as we hit milestones like 60, 70 and 80, our bodies and minds change. Senior health becomes a big focus, and knowing what to avoid can make a huge difference in elderly care and living a long, joyful life. Whether you're here for yourself, a parent, or a grandparent, these aging tips will help you understand what elderly people should steer clear of to stay strong and safe. So let's get started with these 5 key things to avoid after 60, 70, and 80 for healthy aging. The first thing elderly people should avoid after age 60, 70, and 80 is ignoring regular health checkups. I can't stress this enough. Senior health depends on catching problems early. When you hit 60, your body starts to slow down a bit. Things like high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart issues might creep up. By 70, these risks grow, and by 80, even small health problems can turn into big ones if you don't check them. Regular doctor visits are a must for elderly care. Why is this so important? Well, as we age, our immune system weakens. After 60, you might not notice symptoms right away. By 70, something like a cough could be more serious than it seems. And by 80, skipping checkups could mean missing out on treatments that keep you active. Healthy aging isn't just about feeling good today, it's about preventing trouble tomorrow. Let's break it down. At 60, you should avoid thinking, "I feel fine, so I don't need a doctor." That's a mistake. Get your blood pressure checked, your eyes tested, and your hearing screened. By 70, add in bone density tests. Osteoporosis is a big deal for seniors, and at 80, don't skip those yearly full-body exams. Elderly people who avoid checkups risk falling behind on senior health. Think of it like car maintenance. Regular tune-ups keep you running smoothly. Here's a real-life example. My neighbor Tom turned 65 and skipped his doctor visits for years. He felt okay, so he ignored it. By 72, he found out he had high cholesterol. Too late to avoid a small heart scare. If he'd gone earlier, he could have managed it with diet instead of pills. Don't let that be you. Avoiding health checkups after 60, 70, and 80 is a top thing elderly people need to stop doing for healthy aging. Next up, the second thing elderly people should avoid after age 60, 70, and 80 is overdoing physical activity. Now, exercise is great for senior health. Walking, stretching, light yoga, all that good stuff keeps you strong. But there's a line, and crossing it can hurt more than help. Healthy aging means knowing your limits, especially as an elderly person. At 60, you might feel like you can still lift heavy boxes or run a mile like you did at 40. But your joints and muscles aren't the same. Avoid pushing too hard. Stick to gentle exercise. By 70, overdoing it could mean sprains or falls, which take longer to heal. And at 80, too much activity might even lead to serious injuries like broken hips. Elderly care is all about balance, not too little movement, but definitely not too much. Let me paint a picture. Imagine you're 62 and you decide to mow the lawn, trim the hedges, and carry bags of soil all in one day. Sounds productive, right? But the next day, your back hurts, your knees ache, and you're stuck resting for a week. That's what to avoid after 60. At 70, maybe you try jogging instead of walking. Suddenly, your ankle twists. By 80, even climbing ladders or lifting grandkids can be risky. The key here is moderation. Elderly people should avoid overdoing physical activity to protect their bodies. Talk to a doctor about safe exercises for seniors. Maybe it's swimming at 60, chair exercises at 70, or just slow walks at 80. Healthy aging isn't about proving you're still young, it's about staying mobile without pain. So avoid overdoing it, and your senior health will thank you. The third thing elderly people should avoid after age 60, 70, and 80 is a poor diet. Food is fuel, especially for senior health. As we age, our bodies need the right nutrients to keep going. Avoiding junk food and eating well is a huge part of elderly care and healthy aging. At 60, you might think, "I've eaten fries and soda my whole life. Why stop now?" But your metabolism slows down after 60, and too much sugar or salt can lead to diabetes or heart problems. By 70, a poor diet might weaken your bones or make you tired all the time. And at 80, skipping veggies and lean protein could leave you frail. Elderly people need to avoid a poor diet to stay strong and active. What's a poor diet? It's too much fast food, sugary snacks, or skipping meals altogether. After 60, avoid loading up on fried stuff. Your heart doesn't handle it as well. At 70, cut back on salty chips or canned soups. They mess with blood pressure. By 80, don't skip breakfast or rely on cookies. Your body needs real food to fight aging. Here's a tip: add more fruits, veggies, and whole grains. At 60, swap soda for water. At 70, try fish instead of burgers. At 80, keep meals simple but balanced. Think oatmeal or soup. My aunt at 75 switched to healthier eating and says she feels 10 years younger. Avoiding a poor diet is a game changer for senior health. Elderly people who eat well live better. It's that simple. Now let's talk about the fourth thing elderly people should avoid after age 60, 70, and 80. Isolation. Staying connected is a big deal for senior health and healthy aging. Loneliness can sneak up as we get older, and it's something elderly care should focus on avoiding. At 60, you might retire and think, "I'll just stay home and relax." But avoiding people can make you feel down. By 70, if friends move away or you lose a spouse, isolation gets harder to dodge. At 80, maybe you don't drive anymore, so staying social takes effort. Elderly people should avoid isolation because it's bad for the mind and body. Studies show loneliness raises stress, depression, and even heart risks. After 60, avoid shutting yourself in, join a club or call a friend. At 70, don't skip family gatherings or church if you can help it. By 80, even a phone chat or a neighbor's visit beats being alone all day. Healthy aging means staying part of the world. I saw this with my grandpa. At 68, he stopped going out after retiring. He got quiet, moody, and tired. We pushed him to join a card game group, and at 72, he's smiling again. Elderly people need to avoid isolation. It's not just about fun, it's about senior health. Reach out, stay active socially, and watch how it lifts your spirit after 60, 70, and 80. Finally, the fifth thing elderly people should avoid after age 60, 70, and 80 is ignoring mental health. Senior health isn't just physical, your mind matters too. Healthy aging includes keeping your brain sharp and your mood steady, and elderly care should never skip this. At 60, you might brush off forgetfulness or sadness as just getting old. Don't. Avoiding mental health care can lead to bigger issues. By 70, stress or anxiety might build up. Talking to someone helps. At 80, memory slips or loneliness can hit hard, so don't ignore them. Elderly people should avoid pretending mental health doesn't matter. What does this look like? After 60, avoid saying, "I'm fine," when you're not. Tell a doctor if you're down. At 70, don't skip puzzles or reading. They keep your brain active. By 80, if you feel lost or confused, ask for help. Memory clinics can make a difference. Healthy aging means a healthy mind. My friend's mom hit 63 and started forgetting little things. She ignored it, thinking it was normal. By 71, it was early dementia, and she wished she'd acted sooner. Elderly people don't avoid mental health check-ins after 60, 70, and 80. It's as vital as any physical exam for senior health. So there you have it. 5 things elderly people should avoid after age 60, 70, and 80. Ignoring health checkups, overdoing physical activity, a poor diet, isolation, and ignoring mental health. These aging tips can transform senior health and make elderly care easier. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, avoiding these pitfalls keeps you strong, happy, and thriving. Healthy aging is about small, smart choices every day. Thanks for listening, and here's to a long, wonderful life.